Hello, I'm Jim Lampley. In the wake of the tragic death of working-class boxing icon Arturo Gatti, HBO Sports is representing for your Ring Memory Bank the 3 fights which went furthest toward defining Gatti as an immortal ring figure. His 3 violent wars with fellow sophisticated brawler Irish Micky Ward over a 13-month period in 2002 and 2003. On this program, we bring you the rubber match. After Ward had won their first life-and-death battle by a single point in a Connecticut casino, then Gatti had turned the tables in a more civilized unanimous decision in Atlantic City. We now move to June 2003, again in Atlantic City, and with Gatti now established as a clear favorite after his efficient, smart performance in the second fight. By now, the public was becoming aware that through the process of apparently trying to kill each other in the ring, Ward and Gatti had developed a special friendship outside the ring. That, along with Ward's expressed intention to retire from boxing following the fight, prompted some to wonder if Ward's legendary spirit and commitment would still be there. As the fight would demonstrate, no one need have worried. It was June 7, 2003. Here's how I called it with Emmanuel Stewart and Larry Merchant.
This has the feel of the old Madison Square Garden.
Only with that black and white television.
If Arturo Gatti can throw 30 to 35 jabs per round, he'll be boxing in the style that served him so well in the second fight. He must resist his temptation to throw bunches of power punches, because when he does so, he leaves himself open for Ward to come back. Ward, as Emmanuel Stewart will point out to you, tends to fight in his turn. He doesn't try to counter Gatti shot for shot. He waits for Arturo to stop punching and then tries to land his own. And already Ward goes to his money punch, that left hook to the body.
Well, he's coming out aggressive, this hand goes a little. The last fight, seemingly he would just cover up, try to wait till Arturo finished up and then try to attack afterwards. But Arturo would dip away, move out of his zone, and he couldn't catch him. This time he seems like he's going to come out and try to initiate things a little bit better.
We blinked and shook our heads yesterday when Ward contended that he wanted to box with the boxer a little bit. Try to be cute in there. Larry Merchant said, you do one thing for 18 years and now you think you can do another? But Ward is living up to his pledge to try to move side to side, start with his jab, and box more than in the second fight. Hook by Gatti. Ward blocking the right to the body. Gatti comes back upstairs.
Ward is falling into the pattern that cost him in the second fight. He's got to be more aggressive. He can't try to just wait until everything is perfect.
There's a scrape on the brow of Ward.
Yep. In the middle of the brow above the left eye. And now Arturo Gatti fires the right hand right at the point where Ward's brow is scraped. Emmanuel is at a disadvantage offensively to the two fighters that they know each other so well.
I think so. And going to this fight here, I don't think either one is really set in what kind of fight that they should fight. But I know one thing, Gatti is a little more fluid with his natural movement, so Ward is going to have to step it up a little bit more than he is right now.
Gatti with the body shot attempt. Ward pops him with a little right hand.
Good counter punch right back. At least he's punching right back instead of waiting until Gatti finishes a big flurry.
Ward looks very energetic in there, particularly for the first round.
And he's just barely missing Gatti with that short right hand.
The first round, more of a boxing match.
Beautiful.
And some Ward fans might have expected.
What he's trying to do is throw you off by throwing right hand. He's trying to catch the right hand over the jab, okay? That's all he's trying to do. And in doing that, he's trying to hit you with the right hand lead so he can get the hook downstairs. That's it. Do me a favor. Keep working the jab, put a little more speed behind it, and keep throwing those right hands to the body. Fix?
Like you got us off. You let him get off every time. You threw the right hand once, so it was perfect. You're starting into the same mode again. You're falling around, He's doing the same thing, boxing. Bang, 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 jab, throw the right hand. Be quick, Mick. Quick, Mick. That right hand you stopped me with, that will stop him. He hurt him just then. You can't throw once. You got to be more active, Mick. Come on, be active. It's the last fight of your career, Mick. Fight hard, baby. Hands up.
Ward's trainer is his older half-brother, Dick Eklund, himself a former fighter. He's been Micky's trainer for the last several years, ever since his release from prison after a stint on drug charges. Part of the subtext of Micky Ward's career is that he gave his older brother something to live for, something to use as a beacon to help him beat the demons of drugs and alcohol.
And evidently, Eklund was also one of his sparring partners, because he referred to the fact that he should throw the right hand that he's been hit him with in training at Guy Ward.
Yeah, they spar together a lot.
Get it.
Crowd begins to chant, Gatti, Gatti, Gatti.
If Gatti continues to beat Ward to the punch, Ward will revert to his more natural style.
Yes.
Left hook upstairs for Ward. Gatti showing the movement and speed which carried him to victory in the second fight here. Gatti squares up with his back against the ropes. And Earl Morton comes in to move them apart. When Arturo squares his shoulders up, whether on the ropes or whether he's moved Ward back into the ropes, that's when Micky has his best chance to land that left hook to the body.
Because at a certain distance, Micky's legs is just a little bit kind of spread kind of wide, where it's hard for him to reach. He's always shorter punches oftentimes until he gets him right into the ropes. Arturo is much more fluid with his footwork and his punches, so he can get in and out a lot faster. And this is where Ward should try to keep the fight.
Good left hook to the body by Gatti. Third punch in the combination. Arturo very energetic here in round two. Gatti threw 67 punches in round one. That's just about the right number for him.
And Ward has had very little head movement. He's just eating up jabs as he's coming in, whereas Gatti's got a lot more upper body movement.
Ward committing a little bit too much, perhaps in frustration. And Gatti, solid 1-2. Then ducking and slipping and wrapping Ward up. And a left hook to the body. And Arturo Gatti may have twisted an ankle. Limped away momentarily after taking that left hook to the body.
I don't know if that was that or whether he might have claimed that it was a low blow.
No, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, he definitely thought it was a low blow.
Well, Ward has a bloody nose now, and his face is getting red all over. When these two guys box, it's like watching Rottweilers at a dog show.
Look for the bottom. Okay, don't worry about the head yet. We get the head later. Okay? Very good, baby. Okay, very good. Very good, Arturo. Double up on the jab a little more, but give me some more right hands.
Here's the shot that Gatti complained about. And you see why. Arturo Gatti has thrown 94 jabs in the first two rounds. That's pretty surprising. Micky Ward has thrown 60. That's very surprising. 30 jabs per round for Ward. And you wonder when he'll dispense with the boxing strategy.
Well, if the fight continues to go as it is, Gatti's sliding to a decision, in particular in view of the fact that it's only a 10-round fight. Ward is going to have to start punching more.
Ward landed a little counter right hand, but it's mostly Gatti. Hard right hand to the body by Gatti. Ward with a little pop upstairs.
And every time that Gatti throws a punch, Ward should come back right away instead of waiting until he finishes a series of punches. He should come right back immediately.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, big 1-2 by Arturo, but a little extra power behind the right hand. Ward hits him with a right hand flush. One byproduct of Gatti's increasingly superior conditioning, the fact that Arturo takes much better care of himself between fights now than was the case earlier in his career. As a result of that, Manny, he doesn't cut as much as he used to.
No, he's tried. I think it's changed his whole life. He looks like a new young fighter, like someone who's about 20 years old. You would not believe that he's been in those great wars that he's been in.
He says he's learned a lesson about how his party habits and his nightlife between fights help to result in cutting and facial damage.
And Micky Ward doesn't look too good at this point in time in the fight.
Arturo's beating him up.
No, he's beating him in every way. Power punches, boxing, ring gentlemanship, seems to have more spirit.
Micky almost spun himself into the canvas. It's all Gatti through the first 3 rounds. Remember, Ward can change a fight with his left hook to the body if he gets a chance to land it.
But he's got to throw it.
It's not unusual for Micky Ward to lose the early rounds, but he's not getting to Gatti enough, particularly to the body, to slow him down for the later rounds.
And right now he appears further away from being truly in the fight than at any time in the first 2 fights.
And his merely defense is just merely to hold his hands up over his head and anticipate where a punch is coming from, instead of slipping his head, moving it, and punching more.
You might draw the conclusion from these first 3 rounds that Arturo Gatti has learned everything he needs to know about Micky Ward.
And he's fighting a brilliant fight.
Very beautiful. Might get his back. Okay, listen. Let's go back downstairs again. Let's go back downstairs to the body. Okay, now listen, go for the feints. He's going for the feints to the body. So keep feinting him downstairs, jab, jab, feint him, jab, then drop one downstairs. But like I told you, he's going to counter with that hook if he could, okay? Now when you slip the hook and he throws the right hand, don't pull out. Just stay low, let it go up, just go up under them. Very good, beautiful. Okay, but you're boxing beautiful, baby. You're boxing beautiful, it's your show.
Up there, go on, man. Yeah. Relax. Yeah. Relax. Got it? Yeah, Mac.
Okay, let's go.
If Micky Ward wants to get back into this fight, he's going to have to return to his shock and awe style of fighting.
Yes.
Target practice in round 3. Gatti landing 23 out of 34 power shots. That is a withering 68%. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 3?
You know, Jim, the only question about round 3 was, should you have scored a 10-8? I scored a 10-9, 3-0, 30-27, Arturo Thunder Gatti. Jim, I got to tell you, this ring is huge, and Arturo Gatti's using every single inch of it. He moves beautifully, gets off double, triple shots, gets the hell out of there before Micky Ward can counter. Nice job by Earl Morton. This is a terrific referee.
Yep, but Arturo Gatti took a shot and is now in trouble and getting pummeled by Micky Ward.
It was a body punch. A body punch started this.
One punch changed the fight. It was a Micky Ward left hook to the body. We told you he could do it. And we're wondering if Arturo may have hurt his right hand again. He grimaced in pain and hasn't thrown the right hand since. Left, 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 left.
The way he's working the left hand, he won't have to throw a right hand.
Left, left, left. Still no right hands. Appears almost certain at this point that Arturo Gatti feels as though he's broken his right hand. And Micky Ward has taken advantage to pound it. There's a right hand by Gatti, and he grimaces in pain. No question, Arturo Gatti has hurt his right hand. That's going to change the fight.
And this is the wrong fight to have anything hurt.
Ward's back in it now. Back in it in a big way. Five straight left hooks by Micky Ward. Gatti coming back, using the left hand.
Yeah, the right hand is definitely hurt. They may have to end up stopping the fight. This is what makes boxing so different from all other sports. In any other sport, you could call timeout, substitute another athlete. You can't do it in boxing. The whole team is Gatti.
Arturo wants to throw his right hand and just can't. Micky Ward landed a haymaker shot. Gatti showing great courage as he tries to get Ward off of him with one hand. Five straight left hooks. 7 left hooks. He mixed in one right hand. Here comes Ward. Crowd on its feet.
This is what they came for.
High drama in Atlantic City.
Huh?
My hand.
What you want me to do?
My right hand.
What you want me to do?
I gotta keep going.
Okay, listen. This is what you got to do. Use that jab. Keep that jab working. Don't stay inside and take no body shot. Okay? Now listen. Work the jab to his chest. Bring the hook to the body. Okay? But don't stay inside. All righty? Okay, come on, baby. Come on, champion.
You heard Gatti say, my hand, my hand. He hit the hip bone, it appeared,
Yep.
of Micky Ward.
Broke it right on the point of Ward's hip.
You know, when something like that happens, it possibly could have been an injury already that just was.
And you see him wince after he throws that right hand.
And don't forget, he was
later in
hitting
the round.
Yeah, he was hitting a soft area too.
Well, you heard Buddy McGirt say, what do you want me to do? Implicit in that was, do you want me to stop the fight? Arturo said, I'm going to keep going. And then McGirt gave him specific instructions on how to try to fight with one hand.
Well, you can't really dwell on the issue with the fighter if that's the case. You just ignore it the best you can, as long as he can box. But Arturo Gatti has a lot of boxing talent, and he possibly still could win this fight by just moving and boxing, but not staying in one spot.
Okay, walk it out. Let's go, let's go.
And the injuries where he hurt his hand in the incidents, it was always with punches on the cup, which is soft, and always into the body, which means the hand could have been hurt before coming into the fight.
How about the courage it takes for Arturo to be throwing right hands at this point?
Unbelievable.
I mean, how do you even let it go? You heard McGirt saying, I want left hooks to the body, then bring him back upstairs. Gatti jabbing, pawing with the right hand, trying to make it at least a strategic factor, if not a meaningful one.
Emmanuel, do you think that that Ward knows about the right hand yet?
I'm very interested. It's a good interesting question. I don't know. I really don't know. And even when you have an injury, a hand get broke, in the heat of the battle with the blood flowing and everything, you still can throw it sometimes. It gets numb, and really the next day after the fight.
There's a cut on the left eye now of Ward.
Amazingly, that cut produced probably by a right hand punch from Gatti with his broken hand. Arturo beginning to use the right more and more.
Yes, he's using the right hand a lot more now.
Might be going numb on it.
You know what he's doing? He's pulling the punch. He's throwing it, but not with the abandon of the left.
No, he's not really turning all of the power through all the way.
He's scoring points with it, but he's not letting it go.
Incidentally, Ward has Al Gavin, one of the greatest of cut men, in his corner. He was cut in the second round of the first fight, and Gavin easily kept him in the fray all the way. In the opposite corner, should Gatti cut, Joe Souza is right up there on the same level with Gavin. Low blow warning now for Ward. No point deduction.
In a recent fight we had between Spadafora and Durin, both fighters bled from both eyes, something I had never seen before.
Micky Ward lands a solid straight right. Gatti with a huge left hook. Ward with a left hook. They're trading power shots.
Yep. What happened to the boxing?
How you feeling?
Gotta be busy. He's fighting with one hand.
Mick, the one-handed fighter beat you.
It's high.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not.
It's above the eye.
It shouldn't trickle down in.
No.
All right, we'll let it go.
Sideways. He's trying to drop that hook on you. All right, baby. Better round.
All right, that's it.
Okay.
Shit out.
You got the legs. Let's use them. Okay. You said after 6, you wanted to pick it up. We got a couple left. Nice and smart. Okay. Let's go, baby. Stay to that body with that left hand.
Brilliant round for Arturo Gatti in the 5th. 45 out of 89. 51% of his punches landed. Ward 10 out of 61. You heard Dickie Eklund say to Micky Ward, you're fighting a one-handed fighter. Don't let a one-handed fighter beat you.
Watch his neck. Watch his neck. What are we going to do? Break! Walk it out, walk it out, walk it out, walk it out.
Trading body shots at close range. Gatti goes back to his movement and begins throwing his jab again. The jab can be the key weapon in the fight if Arturo can continue to use it.
Listen, Oscar De La Hoya won most of his fights during an estimable career with one hand, basically.
Yeah, particularly early in his career, even though he still does it a lot.
Ward with a right hand over the top.
But Gatti has the ability to win this fight strictly with his left hand and occasional right hand once in a while because of his great boxing talent. And Ward comes in and doesn't punch often enough.
Hang it up, guys. Come on.
Al Gavin got the bleeding to stop on the cut above Micky Ward's left eye, and you heard Gavin telling the doctor, Dominic Coletta, it's not going to be a problem. One reason you have a great cut man like Gavin is so that the doctor will listen to him when he says the fighter can stay in the fight.
3 straight body punches with his right hand by Gatti. Not big punches, but just to remind Ward that even a one-handed puncher sometimes can shoot bullets with an empty gun.
You notice he's very seldom throwing a right hand to the head, which would be a harder target.
And now Ward momentarily switches to a southpaw stance. We asked Gatti yesterday, what do you think Micky could do to surprise you? He said, well, he could come out and fight in a southpaw stance, but I'm ready for that too. Gatti's foot movement stops. Ward gets a chance to maul him a little bit. Blood begins to flow from Micky's left eye again. Gatti with a brave right hand onto Ward's chin. Not a hard one. Left hook up here, left hook down there. Gatti using the strategy that Buddy McGirt articulated.
He landed the right hand to the head and hurt his right hand again.
Down goes Arturo on a wide swinging right hand.
I think it was mostly from balance.
The bell sounded and round 6 has come to a close. Micky Ward, who was falling behind on points, now has a leg up to get back into the fight.
Hands, baby, I'm telling you. He's trying to come over top with that right hand, Arturo.
Just
You got to move to your right a little more because you're dropping that left hand. Keep the left hand out in front of you.
Arturo, how you
Just as Gatti was about to take a 5-1 lead near the bell, that knockdown can even the fight on points.
Caught him on the top of the head.
Just as he was pulling out.
Confidence builder for Ward. Ward can't get the mouthpiece into his mouth. Earl Morton caused time to give Dickie Eklund a chance to come in and retrieve the mouthpiece for Micky. Micky punches his brother in the belly as he leaves the ring.
So far in this series, the fighter who has knocked the other one down has won each fight.
They're standing and trading shots at the center of the ring. This is very good for Ward. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Dan, this is close again. 57-56, 4-2. Arturo Thunder Gatti. Jim, I gotta tell you, the extra point in round 6 just made this fight winnable for Micky Ward. And God damn it, you gotta give him an extra point because it was a clean knockdown.
And he hurt Gatti with the right hand. Hurt him badly. And here comes Arturo trying to fight his way off the ropes.
It's turning out to be Ward's right hand against Gatti's left hand. There it is again.
Well, because Gatti has to use the left hand as his only offense, Ward gets more and more chances to counter over it with the right. And he's taking advantage. So Arturo has to keep throwing. And now Arturo's left eye has opened up and begun to bleed. Both fighters bleeding from the left eye.
The Atlantic Ocean outside these doors is turning into the Red Sea.
Look at Arturo firing that broken right hand. Ward waits for him to finish and then stages his own assault. Micky Ward
Left hook,
by
left
a left hook.
Left hook.
Can Gatti follow up?
I never thought I would see anything as exciting as the first fight. This is equaling it and maybe more so for power punches.
This seventh round.
Yeah, especially when you consider the drama that one guy fighting with his hand broke.
Reminiscent of the 9th round in the first fight.
There has been nothing like this series in boxing since Bowen Holyfield a decade ago.
This is better. This is better. And no championships involved. And you get more action in the 10 rounds than we normally get in a 15-round fight.
Ward almost seems like he's ready to go.
The most overused word in sports commentary is incredible. This is another incredible fight. As the crowd stands en masse to applaud, Emmanuel Stewart stands and applauds with them.
This is where your 10 miles come in, Arturo. Give me that bucket. Drink this.
Look at me. Here. Put it in here. Here.
Need help, man.
Deep breaths, man. Deep breath. One more drink.
Beautiful round, baby. We got 9 minutes, Arturo.
Early in the round, it was a left hook by Ward that seemed to hurt Gatti badly. But if you've been watching Arturo Gatti, you know that just wakes him up.
In a round in which he seemed momentarily in danger of being knocked out, Arturo Gatti landed 61 of 101 power shots, 60%. That's why Buddy McGirt said, beautiful round. Right hand lands flush again. Ward trying to get in just one left hook to the body. Almost got it there.
Seemingly, Gatti has really rehearsed a lot for taking away that left hook to the body from Ward. That's the one punch that he hasn't really been hit too effective with the entire fight. In the meantime, he's getting hit with those short clubbing right hands as Ward gets close to him, which he earlier couldn't hit him with because he was too far away, but he's getting close to him now where he's hitting him with those short right hands.
You can almost see Arturo clench his teeth and screw up his courage when he has to throw the right hand, but he goes ahead and does it anyway.
Emmanuel, what can Ward do knowing that the right hand can't really hurt him anymore from Gatti? What tactically, strategically can he do?
Try to get him into exchange where you'd have to have both hands punching, where you wouldn't have to, you can't just throw one punch and get away. Make him get in a toe-to-toe exchange where you have to have both hands going. He would have a big advantage.
In the 7th round, with his right hand obviously damaged, Arturo Gatti threw more punches in the round than he's ever thrown at any previous time in his career. Again, I absolutely hate to use the word abhorrent, but this is incredible.
It's as if they're not even human.
No, it's because they're human that makes this such a compelling drama.
All right, walk it out. Walk it out.
It definitely isn't normal. Even other fighters are moved by the great toughness and resilience of these two fighters. Qualities that are every bit as rare as great boxing ability.
Gatti's on a lot of right hands now. I think his right hand's probably just got numb to the point where he doesn't even feel the pain anymore.
And probably he damages it every time he lands it.
Well, he just landed again and hurt it. It's just hurting bad. And the pain is probably going through his entire arm.
All right, stop punching. Come on. Let his head out. Come on, guys.
8 rounds in the books, only 6 minutes to go.
Better round.
In the Gatti Ward trilogy.
2 rounds left, Arturo. Listen to me. Keep that jab in his face. Okay? You keep that jab in his face, baby. Okay? 6 more minutes. Upper body movements. Okay, listen.
Okay, you win that match.
Get it. Okay, when you get inside, let's use these. Get out of there. That's what he wants. We're not doing that no more. Okay, we fighting our style now. Okay? We got 6 minutes, baby.
Ninth round, baby. Make hands in close. Come on, Charles. Take it.
Micky Ward looks like he's coming down the home stretch of a long, hard race, both in this fight and in his career.
He's going to have to throw a lot of punches. Gatti is out hustling, even with the hurt hand, he's still out hustling.
Yep, Micky Ward only threw 44 punches in the 8th round, landing 13. Arturo Gatti, 24 out of 62. Arturo, the more confident fighter, even with the damaged right hand, as we come to these last 2 rounds. We were told before the fight that Ward's camp was worried that referee Earl Morton might have too much of a tendency to get involved in the fight, but Morton has done a whale of a job staying out of the action and just letting him fight.
He's did a great job tonight.
Ward just a tiny bit short of big damage on that right hand. Every time they get close, Arturo bends to his right side and plants his elbow against his rib cage to be certain that Ward won't get in that left hook.
They're both becoming protecting the bodies from left hooks. That's been the least effective punch tonight, which is interesting.
A major basic staple for both fighters.
Yeah, the left hook to the head by Gatti has been very effective in hitting Ward, and Ward has been more effective by getting close and dropping a short clubbing right hand over the side of the head on Gatti.
Taking advantage of Gatti's constant use of the left. Gatti pushing a right hand into Ward's face. Uppercut lands.
He's using every variety of left hand punches he can dream of, in addition to occasional right hand.
Ward firing right hand after right hand, trying to take advantage. Gatti with a hard right to the body. Great stuff from Gatti.
Yeah.
Loosening up with the right hand, throwing it more and more, and able to set up a good left hook there with a right uppercut.
He seems to be spiritually and mentally very much into the fight as compared to Micky.
Another easy round for Arturo Gatti, who used his boxing skills to fend off Micky Ward.
Use your legs, but let your hands go. Okay? Box him, but use it, move your hands. Okay? We gotta close the show big, but no slugfest. Okay. You understand?
Keep your head down, Mick. Keep your head down a second.
In his 51st fight, Micky Ward is going into what he says will be the last round of his career.
Last time in the career, Mick.
They got me, baby. Last round, baby, okay? 3 minutes. Okay, you worked hard for this, Arturo. Let's go. But use your legs. Let your hands go. Use your legs. You put it all together this round.
Statistically, Gatti has dominated the fight, but Ward is the one with a knockdown in his pocket. He knocked Gatti down in the 6th.
And the final round.
This is the 30th round.
And it's going to be a good round, too.
Of a majestic trilogy. Harold, how do you have it come to the 10th?
Okay, Jim. 7 rounds to 2. 87, 83. Arturo Thunder Gatti. Jim, I got to tell you, he hits him and he moves. He's got a lot of room to move in his spin rig. He doubles and triples that left jab. Just keeps moving, stays on his toes. Micky Ward, the older fighter, can't catch him. Arturo Gatti dominating with his effective aggressiveness and his clean punching.
And the corner of Gatti told him to just box, but the Warrior has taken over, and he's going to fight this round.
It'll be frustrating for Ward if he can't land just one more left hook to the body. One more signature for the long career. But it's a mark of how Arturo Gatti has rebuilt his career and rebuilt himself as a fighter. That after the adversity he faced in this fight, with a damaged right hand and down in the 6th, he has come back to dominate.
Come on, walk it out, walk it out.
A resourceful performance for Gatti, who may finally be in position to try to fight for a title one more time.
Great left hook by Ward right there. Great left hook to the head.
To start one last rally.
Oh.
And a hard right hand by Ward. Micky Ward's going to unload the kitchen. Find out everything he's got left.
Gatti is about to go down if he got hit with his bit of rope, so then all of a sudden he came alive again.
That may have been the last hurrah of Ward.
Yeah.
When they announced the fight here on the boardwalk, it sold out faster than would any title fight in the sport. The only title they fight for is the memory of their great 3 fights against each other. This is called getting your money's worth. And they rise again in Boardwalk Hall. They're done. What Micky Ward and Arturo Gatti share together, only they know. Only they can touch it. Only they can feel it.
Arturo, I love you. I know you're watching home.
Another great performance by both fighters. And now let's go to Michael Buffer, who has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 30 grueling rounds, a round of applause for 2 warriors who gave it everything they had in this ring. We now go to the scorecards for the final chapter of the Gatti Ward trilogy. Joseph Pasquale scores it 96-93. George Hill, 96-93. Luis Rivera, 97-92. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Arturo Gatti.
So now, the trilogy was complete, and both fighters could move on toward a life built around something other than fighting each other. Ward made good on his promise to retire. Gatti went on to fight 7 more times, and in the last one, before his retirement in 2007, he was trained by the man who had now become his closest friend in boxing, Micky Ward. 4 times in his career, Arturo Gatti appeared in the fight judged as the best in the sport for that year. Now he's gone, apparently the victim of a violent murder, possibly at the hands of his own wife. It is with great appreciation and respect that HBO Sports has brought you, in 3 special telecasts, an appropriate eulogy for a unique ring personality, Arturo Gatti. I'm Jim Lampley. Thanks for being with us.
This has been a presentation of HBO Sports.